Hello, you lovely cubs, it's the Dragon Lord here back again with another What If. Now today, we're doing part 3 of What If Tanjiro had the rinnesharingan, the redo, as you guys know. Now, if you do like this series, like and subscribe, if you're new around here, of course. And if you haven't already, comment down below what you think of the series. It really shows me that you care, and well, yeah, it's just nice. Join the Discord if you haven't already, and also join the Roblox group. They're both in the description, and they should be at the top. So anyway, with that out of the way, let's get into it.
I'm up now, 20,000 on a bus down, I'm on my way up, going up now, and I ain't never gonna touchdown. I ain't never gonna touchdown. No, I ain't never gonna touchdown.
Tanjiro started heading to his next mission, which was to investigate an area where girls were starting to go missing. He'd arrive around the evening and asked people around. Eventually, he came to an area where a girl had gone missing the night before. He started patrolling at night and he saw a couple walking, a girl and a man who he thought were engaged. He smelled a demon nearby. It was about to lunge out at the couple. Tanjiro intervened and cut off the demon's head instantly. He thought that was it, but the couple, who was not only freaked out, were even more freaked out when they saw two men sticking out from the ground. Tanjiro made swift work of these two as well. He had also found a patch of many hairpins and other things on one of the demons. He handed this to the man. These demons had been taking people, especially girls, for the last few days. Would you be so kind and return these hairpins to their families, and give them my condolences? He'd say before turning around and disappearing. His next mission was to go to Tokyo, which he did. He arrived by nightfall and he got some udon and started patrolling. However, he found nothing on that first night. The second night, however, he smelled a strong smell. Not just any smell, this was Muzan. He wouldn't let this chance go. He started running through the crowd. However, he noticed that Muzan was carrying a human child, so he decided to follow him from afar. Muzan dropped his so-called child off, as well as his wife, as he went into an alley. Tanjiro followed him into the alley, as they came face to face. Muzan turned around and was frightened. The kid who had attacked him had become part of the Demon Slayer Corps. Would he have to halt his plans by another 100 years just not to get killed? Muzan wanted to yell out for a portal to be opened, however he couldn't. His jaw and tongue had been cut. He couldn't speak. "You're not running away again," Tanjiro said as he gave a death stare to Muzan. The man was terrified, however in that moment two demons came out of nowhere and attacked Tanjiro, who deflected their attack. "Master, use this chance to escape," they'd say as they started constantly attacking Tanjiro. Muzan had indeed just done that. Escaped via the doors that appeared again. Tanjiro got agitated by this. Both demons got pulled towards him and were decapitated before they could even react. Damn it, he got away again, Tanjiro said as he started walking out of the alley. "You want to talk to me or something?" he said in a rather foul tone, not being happy. Tanjiro got approached by a lady and a younger-looking boy. She smelled like a demon, but different from others. "Yes, I would like to have a chat with you, but rather not here if possible," the lady said as she started leading the way. The boy didn't speak, but he was visibly irritated. Tanjiro followed him as he ended up having to walk through a barrier. She poured him a cup of tea as she started explaining her goal, to find a cure for demons and whatnot. She asked Tanjiro for his help. At first he wasn't interested. He had seen horrors committed by these demons, but after thinking about it he agreed. The boy was on the verge of exploding though, like he had been keeping a rage in. "Alright, I will be going now," Tanjiro said as he got up. "Why, you insolent little brat!" the boy finally snapped. Before he could continue, however, he was silenced by a simple Yushiro. That lady Tamayo ushered. "Forgive him, he's one of short temper when it comes to people and how they treat me," she'd laugh. "It's nothing, I know a Hashira way worse, trust me," Tanjiro said. He got invited to stay the night, a bit of rest for him. He ended up accepting. The next morning, however, he had set out again, thanking her for her hospitality. On his way to his next mission, he had found a demon slayer. He recognized this yellow-haired boy. Zenitsu was his name. He was begging a girl to marry him, however Tanjiro picked him off the girl. He apologized in Zenitsu's stead, which led to Zenitsu still getting slapped in the face. They then moved on to their next mission. Zenitsu was scared he didn't want to die, however Tanjiro told him that he's strong and that he won't die. This had eased Zenitsu a bit, whose stomach growled, and Tanjiro simply handed him an onigiri, so that he could fill his stomach. They would find 2 children cowering. They talked to them and figured out that their brother was taken by a monster in the night. Tanjiro asked them to lead him to where the demon took their brother. They did, and they ended up finding a house. Zenitsu entered with Tanjiro. The children were ordered to hide outside. They scouted the room and ended up finding a crawling-type demon. Zenitsu at first seemed fine as he acted tough, but he ended up passing out after the demon said it would eat his brains out. After that, Zenitsu passed out. Whilst asleep, however, he took care of the demon in an instant. Not surprising to Tanjiro, however, as he had already seen Zenitsu's strength in the final selection. They moved on and eventually stumbled across the brother who Zenitsu stayed with. After all the confidence boost he had gotten from Tanjiro, the most famous Hashira, for being the strongest, was quite reassuring. Tanjiro kept on his move as he eventually found a demon called Kyogai. Kyogai, realizing that Tanjiro was a Hashira, would go all out from the start, making the room spin and sending slashes towards Tanjiro. This had no effect on Tanjiro whatsoever, who simply danced beautifully, even as the room was spinning. Hino Kamikagura, Dragon Sun Halo Head Dance, Tanjiro said as he danced around the slashes effortlessly, beheading Kyogai easily. Tanjiro then slowly made his way outside. He heard yelling and would rush out, finding Inosuke picking a fight with Zenitsu. "Oi, cut it out," Tanjiro said, making Inosuke freeze up. The boar mask-wearing slayer turned around slowly. Seeing Tanjiro, he instantly went into a salute position, showing his respect to Tanjiro. A crow landed on Tanjiro's shoulder. It spoke. "Head down the mountain to the Wisteria Mansion. You must rest. You must rest." The crow gawked as it got patted by Tanjiro shortly after it left. The 3 slayers headed down the mountain, with Tanjiro having some talk with them. They reached the Wisteria Mansion, where they ended up staying for 2 weeks, and this time Tanjiro had decided to make these 2 his disciples, or at least teach them. They agreed to learn under him to gain strength, so they started learning total concentration breathing first. They both were able to get down within a week. After all, Tanjiro's training was just that effective, and the rest of the days were used to balance out their strength, which they would have to do for multiple more months before their actual training with Tanjiro could start. They got another mission. This time they had to head up to the Mount Natugomo, where they had to go and defeat some demons who had killed many slayers before. So they set out. They arrived at night and climbed the mountain, splitting up to cover more ground. Zenitsu was the first to run into a demon, as he ran into a male spider demon. It had a spider body but a human head on top. He was scared at first, but he took a breath and disposed of the demon using a thunderclap and flash. He had already become stronger by simply breathing constantly. This training was paying off, and for some reason he felt a lot less scared of these demons now. He continued on his way, saving other slayers as well. Tanjiro would find a female demon that was controlling people with strings. He disposed of the demon easily as well, giving her a gentle death as she gave in. Inosuke, however, ran into a big muscled demon. At first it looked like he had the upper hand, but the demon started to transform. It got bulkier and its skin became harder to cut. That was no problem for Inosuke, however, who used his third fang, the Devourer, to decapitate the demon. Tanjiro continued on his search as he found 2 demons. One was scolding the other, hurting her. "Why can't you just play your role and be a good sister?" the boy would say. This kind of pissed off Tanjiro, but it got him thinking, when was the last time he had seen his family? That must have been months ago. The demons looked at Tanjiro. "He's a Hashira, brother, be careful," the demon girl would say. "Hashira or not, it doesn't matter," the boy said as he prepared his red strings. He sent them out to Tanjiro, preparing to cut the boy. "Shinra Tensei," Tanjiro would say, deflecting them all without even touching them. Tanjiro would put away his sword and perform hand signs. His hand lit ablaze as he blitzed both demons. They felt lightning coming off their body, but they had been decapitated without being able to resist. Tanjiro gave his sympathies as he smelt the demon's regrets. "I hope you can move on to a better life next time," he said as he got up again. He had decided he would go visit his family after this mission. A crow landed on his shoulder, congratulated him on defeating a lower moon, and telling him that Ubishiki had summoned him for a meeting. Tanjiro would save more slayers. Shinobu had actually come to the mountain to assist in healing the slayers, and Tanjiro assisted as well, using his medical jutsu. Inosuke and Zenitsu would eventually find Tanjiro as him, Shinobu, Kanoe, Inosuke, and Zenitsu headed to the Demon Slayer HQ. After all, they were invited as well. But what happened at the Demon Slayer HQ will have to wait until the next part. Sorry guys for the shorter part. I kind of had more writing to do on other stories, so I didn't get this one completely out. But hey, part 4 will be longer, so it doesn't matter. If you did like this part though, like and subscribe if you haven't already, and join the Discord. Because why not? It's a good Discord. And yeah, join the Roblox group. Don't have much more to say, so yeah. My name's the Dragon Lord, and I am signing out.